Hey, hello, dear Swift learners. How are you all? I hope that you all are safe and sound. And I, Ritika, am back bringing with me another session for you all. So, before telling you what our new session is about, we will be having a quick tour around Swiflearn to see what is Swiflearn all about. Swiflearn, India's most sincere learning destination, wherein you get the classes for grade 1 to grade 10. So over here you will be having live and interactive classes with batches containing maximum 6 students. And apart from the teachers, you will be having a mentor team to track your progress and to work upon it with you. Also, we cover the syllabus as per your school exam schedule so that you can perform amazingly well, and also we handle custom requests. Now wait, there are some of the key features of Swiflearn which makes it a bit more special, like detailed progress report. So after every 2-3 months you will be getting a detailed analysis of your performance, which will be including your homework, classwork and all the practice tests. Then we have a Swiflearn academic test series. So herein you can compete with the students of your grade and you can see where do you stand and what are the things you need to improve. Also, you can take unlimited practice test, which includes 2 categories of subjective and objective. And subjective tests, they will further help you to perform better in your school exams. So what are you waiting for? Go to this app Swiflearn and book your free trial class and take this amazing experience of the classes that go on here. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon and press the like button if you like the video. Alright, so environment part number 3 we are going to do today, in which we are going to study basically about soil and noise pollution, the causes and the prevention, right? But before that, let's see what we studied in our second session. We focused on air and water pollution, right? Okay, let's have a quick revision. So first of all, the first question says, what is ozone layer? Ozone layer is a kind of blanket. Okay, it is a layer which we have on the earth, which protects us from harmful ultraviolet rays of sun. Okay, this particular layer, it doesn't allow the UV rays to enter to the earth's surface, and that is how it saves us. Next, some of the main causes of air pollution. So the main causes of air pollution is the smoke emission that we get from factories, the emission from vehicles and burning of fossil fuels. Importance of ozone layer. So importance is the most important thing of the ozone layer is it protects us from harmful ultraviolet radiations, which causes various diseases like skin irritation, skin cancer, etc. And the problems which we are having by the depletion, it is the various diseases of skin cancer and skin irritation. The greenhouse effect. So this is the effect in which the heat from the sun, it is trapped on the earth by various greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, etc. Next question says, define water pollution and the causes. So it is polluting the water bodies by untreated sewage, the industrial waste, throwing of plastic and garbage in the water. So these are the principal causes. Now there are many chances that we haven't even gave a thought about the soil which we have under our feet, but it is a very complex thing and it is again very important thing. So soil, it is a vital thing which is important for sustaining the ecosystem. Why? Because on this particular thing, this is the medium for growth of vegetation. The plants, they grow in the soil, and plants are again very important as they are producers for all of us. So soil, it can be defined as organic and inorganic material on the surface of the earth that provide the medium for plant growth. So soil, they provide a kind of medium for plant growth, okay, and it is the mixture of organic and inorganic materials. And the soil, it develops slowly over a time, okay, it is not kind of instant process, and it has many different materials, organic and inorganic. Now organic materials are the living beings remains, okay, which decomposes over time. And inorganic materials, these are those materials which are not living, like some of the rocks, some of the minerals. Okay, next let's talk about soil pollution. So soil, it has various type of substances. Okay, it has various minerals, various things which are very vital for the growth of plant. But when these useful components, they get removed from the soil, okay, the soil, it will lose the fertility and it will lose the quality of the soil. And because of this, the microscopic life which is present in the soil, it will be decreased. And this phenomena, it is known as soil pollution. Okay, so this particular thing, it is soil pollution only because we are throwing garbages, we are degrading the quality of soil. Some of the principal causes of soil pollution, first is use of fertilizer and pesticide. So this fertilizer and pesticide, it leads to all kind of pollution, soil, water, air, everything. Okay, and because of these fertilizers, the microorganisms which are present in the soil, it gets killed. Earthworms especially, they are also known as farmers' friend. Okay, so they get killed because of the pesticides, and they are the one which are responsible for formation of humus in the soil. Next, talking about flowing water and winds, they also carry the topsoil, okay, the soil particles, and it leads to exposure of rocks. Next very important thing is deforestation. It leads to soil pollution. Why? Because when we uproot the trees, when we cut the trees, the soil, it gets free. Okay, and flowing water or flowing air, it can just take the soil away with it. So the trees actually, they hold the soil, and that is how the soil remains on its place. Next is industrial activities like mining, the extraction of minerals. It can again lead to mixture of harmful chemicals in the soil, and it degrades the quality. Now, effects of soil pollution. First is the plant growth will be affected, and it will disturb the whole ecological balance. Next, it can lead to infertility in the soil, and because of this infertility in the soil, agriculture won't be possible on these kind of lands. Okay, it will restrict agriculture, and it will again disturb the balance. And fertilizers, they decay the quality of soil. So main effects are, it affect the growth of the plant. Okay, it restricts agriculture, and the fertilizers also decay the quality. Next, it can affect the health of human beings, first of all, which consume food grown in the soil. So if we are consuming the food which is grown in soil having large amount of fertilizers and pesticides, okay, it can affect our health. And it can change the soil structure by decaying the growth of useful bacteria and other microorganisms in the soil. Now, how to prevent soil? Okay, how to prevent soil pollution? First of all, we know that soil becomes a very important thing for us, okay, because it helps plants to grow. So every government institution, communities, and we as individuals, we need to take joint measures. Okay, and some of the things that we can do to improve the soil pollution, to prevent the soil pollution, it is eat sustainable food stuff, then recycle certain things. Okay, then we can use homemade compost rather than using pesticides and weedicides in large quantities. Dispose the drugs in place authorized for particular purpose. Then we can indulge into, or we can encourage eco-friendly model for the industry, farming, stock breeding, and economic activities. And also we can improve the planning, the urban planning and transport planning, and also wastewater treatment. So these are all things will further help to prevent soil pollution. Next, we can improve the management of mining waste. So mining waste, it should be dumped in a particular area, not here and there. Restore the landscape and conserve topsoil. So topsoil, it can be conserved by just planting more and more trees, which actually help to hold the soil. Then we can involve local people, local communities, and indigenous people in the design, implementation, and assessment of sustainable land and soil management. So basically, a good education is very important to prevent soil pollution. Now noise. Let us talk about what is noise. So any loud or harsh sound which is not very pleasing, it is noise. Okay, and noise also, it can harm our ecosystem. How? So whenever noise becomes excessive, it can cause disturbance in the ecosystem, and this particular thing is known as noise pollution. And according to World Health Organization, any noise which is above 65 decibel, it is noise pollution. Now what is decibel? Sound, it is measured in decibels. Any sound level which is more than 80, okay, 80 to 100 decibel, it is very, very harmful for our ears. So more than 65, it is kind of disturbing, but 80 to 100, it becomes very harmful. Now what are the things that causes noise pollution? First is pollution, the honking, the vehicles. Okay, so the traffic noise, it causes most polluting noise. Okay, so the car horn, it produces 90 decibel, and the bus horn, it produces 100 decibels, which is very, very disturbing. Next, talking about building and construction of road and pavement, okay, talking about home or any building construction, it again has very much noise which is disturbing. Okay, a pneumatic drill, it produces 110 decibels, which is again very disturbing. Next is air traffic noise. So the aircrafts which fly over the cities, okay, they can also make a great impact. A single aircraft produces 130 decibel. Okay, so even if we have few aircrafts flying over us, but the impact is large. Firecrackers, they also result in noise pollution. Okay, when they burst, they lead to noise pollution. Now why do we get affected by noise pollution? So many people, they suffer from this particular problem of irritation, hypertension and stress by these increasing noise levels. So if we are into an area of constant loud noise, it will cause lack of sleep, headaches, okay, migraine, it can lead to. Our concentration level, it also keeps on decreasing if we are continuously in that particular area, and sometimes in severe cases it can cause deafness. Sometimes it is temporary and it can also be permanent. Now how to reduce noise pollution? First is, whenever any appliance is not in use, whether it be home or office, just turn it off. Next, create awareness among people, like we should not be honking unnecessarily, we should not be playing loud music unnecessarily. So these are the things we should take care of. We should use public transport, plant more trees. Okay, these are some of the important things. So public transport and planting more trees, they will again lead to the betterment of environment. Okay, what is noise pollution and how does it affect us? So noise pollution is whenever a sound becomes very irritable and we cannot bear that. So that is a noise pollution, and it affects us because people, they suffer from headaches, hypertension, stress, etc. Land pollution, it is when the land or the soil, it gets polluted by various things such as pesticides, weedicides, okay, throwing the garbage, etc. Next is how to prevent noise pollution. First of all, people should be educated for that. Okay, they should be told that they should not unnecessarily honk, they should not unnecessarily play very loud music, etc. Then we should switch to public transport, which will further help us. Now facts: a planet loses 24 billion tons of topsoil each year because of land pollution. So a very, very big number, just because of human carelessness. Inhaling the air pollution, it takes away 1-2 years of typical human life. So I told you in the last session that the average life expectancy, it is decreasing because of air pollution. So that is the thing. Okay, 1-2 years, it is decreasing continuously. And plastic waste, it kills estimated 1 million aquatic animals in sea every year. So what happens when we just directly throw plastic items or plastic things, bottles, anything in the ocean or sea? Many animals, they mistakenly eat it and then they suffer and they die. So it is killing 1 million aquatic animals. What are the objective and importance of Van Mahotsav? So Van Mahotsav, it is celebrated every year in the month of July, and the basic agenda of this Van Mahotsav is to create awareness among the people, okay, to tell them how important plants are, and during this time many millions and millions of plants are being planted, okay, many trees are being planted, and it should be taken care of. People should be encouraged to plant more and more tree, not only during one Mahotsav but during the whole year. Okay, so let's do an activity to see what we have learned. Which of the following helps in reducing noise pollution? So public transport we should be using. Identify the type of pollution. So it is land pollution. Last question, any loud or harsh sound, it is known as noise. Alright, so what are the things we have learned today? Let us quickly see. We learned about soil pollution, the causes and prevention. We saw about noise pollution, the causes and prevention. Okay, so I hope you might have understood every single thing. Here we come to the end of series the environment. If you have missed out on the previous 2 sessions, kindly go to the channel of Swiflearn. The videos are listed there. Please go and see it. We will be meeting in the next session, in which we will be learning a bit more about various other things. So stay tuned. Take care. Thank you.